Joe Campbell began talking about the differences, physical and psychological, between women and men. These differences are recognized in the mythic symbols of our prehistoric ancestors. We've seen mythic forms of the female body that demonstrate, perhaps, that very early on women noticed that the rhythms of their bodies coincide with the rhythms of the universe. Likewise, prehistoric cave art depicts the initiation of boys who are ritually transformed from an adolescent to a mature, responsible adult. So much for the first crisis. Campbell now turns to the second.
This is marriage, where one becomes, in one's marriage, one member of a twofold being. This beautiful thing is from Athens, 5th century, red-figured ceramic piece, and it shows a woman initiating a man. Actually, in marriage, woman is the initiator. She's the one closer to nature and to what it's all about. He's just coming in for illumination. This becomes especially interesting when we read who these people are. This is Thetis, and this is Peleus. This is the mother, and this the father of Achilles. So it is a marriage. Thetis was a beautiful nymph with whom Zeus fell in love. Then he learned that her son would be greater than his father, and so Zeus thought better of the relationship and withdrew, and saw to it that she should marry a human husband. And so Peleus is her human husband, and she is a goddess. And the text tells us that when he went to take her in marriage, she transformed herself into a serpent, into a lion, into fire, into water, but he conquered her. Well, that's not what you see here at all. She has power that is symbolized in serpent and in lion. Now let me repeat the basic story of the sense of these two symbols. The serpent sheds its skin to be born again, as the moon sheds its shadow to be born again, and the serpent, therefore, like the moon, is a symbol of lunar consciousness. That is to say, life and consciousness, life energy and consciousness incorporated in a temporal body. Consciousness and life engaged in the field of time, of birth and death. The lion is associated with the sun. It is the solar animal. The sun does not carry a shadow in itself. The sun is permanently disengaged from the field of time and birth and death, and so is absolute life. These two are the same energy, one disengaged, the other engaged. And the goddess is the mother personification of both energies. Let us now see what's happening to the youth. One serpent is biting him here between the eyes, opening the eye of inner vision that sees past the display of the field of time and space. Second serpent biting under the ear, opening the ear to the song of the music of the spheres, the music, the voice of the universe. The third serpent is biting the heel, the bite of the Achilles tendon, the bite of death. Dying to one's little ego and becoming a vehicle of the knowledge of the transcendent. Becoming transparent to transcendence. That was the sense of the initiations that we've been reading about. The woman becomes a vehicle at the time of her menstruation, and the man in his ceremonial is a vehicle as well. And so